Hair. Well, every time I worry about my pattern of male pattern hair loss, every time I say, oh my God, who will want me? Oh my God, I'm turning so bald. Then what I do is I look at this picture and I say, you know, I'm not so bad. This is a guy who really needs to be introduced to a razor. Alopecia areata. Well, hair loss means alopecia. Well, I didn't go to medical school to say hair loss. Alopecia. And alopecia in areas is alopecia in areas, areata. This is an immune problem. These are antibodies attacking the hair follicles. You see this area here where he's got in the center the loss of hair? This is an area in which hair follicles have been attacked by antibodies. These are antibodies attacking the hair follicles. So you have alopecia in areas. Areas of alopecia. Areas of alopecia. Alopecia areata. Alopecia areata. So what that means is that if you inject steroids in this, the hairs will sprout back to life. If you inject steroids, the autoimmune phenomenon diminishes and it'll grow back to life. Also, this can be from another common sexually transmitted disease. Which of the following STDs is most likely to be associated with this? Herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia. Herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. Herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. And the answer is syphilis. Syphilis is associated with alopecia areata in secondary syphilis. So you should do two things when you see Mr. Focally bald man here. You should inject steroids and do a VDRL. Inject steroids and do an RPR. Inject steroids and do a VDRL and RPR. Alopecia areata. Now, if you think alopecia in areas is bad, you can start looking like an alien, like this guy. Totalis means total is total. Alopecia is total, totalis. And that is because this guy is an autoimmune phenomena or a genetic phenomena in which all the hair in the body has been lost. Alopecia totalis. Now, telogen is an expensive word. Telogen, that word telogen. Telogen is a $5 word for hair follicle. That's an expensive word for hair follicle. That's an expensive word for hair follicle. Telogen, hair follicle. That's an expensive word for hair follicle. Telogens that are flowing away from you. Effluvium. Ef means from. Af means to. Ef means from. So, effluvium means flowing. So, flowing away from. Flowing away from where? Your head, of course. It means my hair follicles are flowing away from me. Telogen effluvium. Turns out that if you have a very significant medical illness, you can have the loss of the ability to make hair. If you have a very significant medical illness, you can have the loss of the ability to make hair. That is, your body says, we are not going to make protein particles for hair. What we're going to make is we're going to make things that the body needs, like blood cells. So your menstruation shut off, your hair and your nails shut off. So what happens is that when you have catastrophic life-threatening illness, see this thinning hair here? Telogen effluvium means acute thinning hair because you got really, really sick. You got cancer. Your body's got better things to do than make your hair. So you lose your hair. If your illness recovers, it will come back. It's simply the same way in conditions of starvation. You stop having your period. I never have my period when I'm starving. And the other thing is this, telogens, the hair follicles flow away from you. They lose your hair for overwhelming catastrophic illness.